MTD Network have popped in to see PowerKut in Coventry. Now, Paul, tell me a bit about the company, please.
We acquired PowerKut in 2016 to grow our business in the UK. We've gone on leaps and bounds with the purchase of quite a few new pieces of equipment and our accreditation with AS 9100, our ISO 9001, and supplier approvals from the likes of Babcock Tier 1, the Royce on the Sabre, and the Ministry of Defence.
Some really impressive stuff there.
Yeah, it's taken us a lot of time and a lot of effort from key members of staff to develop this business. We've also really focused on our capabilities, our machining with the milling, with the Mazaks, and turning with the Doosans and the Mazaks, and on the grinding. We've got especially proud of our Studer grinder, the S31.
Okay, I think we'll go and have a look at those, but before we do that, in terms of industries that you cover, then you mentioned a couple of customers, but industries in general?
Industries, we covered the automotive, the aerospace, the nuclear, a wide range of industry. Okay. Anything to do with engineering, we will have a go at.
Okay, and materials then, I suppose, any material?
Yeah, weirdest ones we do is magnesium, which is very interesting.
Yeah, don't get that one too hot, I'm assuming.
Otherwise it explodes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you end up with a hole in the floor.
Fair enough.
Anything to do with materials, we have a material scientist on site as well, so we do have a lot of technology and staff to back it up.
Okay, so you mentioned there milling, turning and grinding, so I think it's opportune time to go and first, well, there's a whole suite of machines, a fantastic machine shop. I'm going to pick out one specifically, which is, well, one of your Mazak mills, so let's go and have a look at that, shall we?
Okay.
So Paul, a selection of mills, I'm assuming this is the biggest?
Yeah, this is our Mazak VTC 800. It's got a working envelope of 3.9 by 680 by 870. So with full 5-axis milling capability.
So that's a huge, huge envelope. Now, I'm thinking straight away, this is, because it's fixed bed, big billets, big components, but here you've got a selection of smaller ones, but really, really intricate.
Yeah, this is a nice little part. We've now managed to get this down into 1 op, so instead of doing 2, 3, 4 ops.
I'm going to say that's got to be at least 2 or 3 ops.
No, we just mount it onto the rotary indexer and we can get it all done in 1 op.
Impressive stuff. So that's a smaller part, even though it's a big envelope. Now, what's this part? Well, I recognise it, but for those of you who are watching, do you want to tell everybody?
Yeah, so this is a video privacy panel from one of the new A380s. Very lightweight.
But first class only, of course.
Yes, not for the rest of us, just for the posh people like you.
Never been that lucky, I'm afraid. But anyway, we digress quickly.
So this is, the key thing with this machine is the volume and the ability to hold this flat and do it in multiple axes.
Okay. So I think if we could just show that up to the camera as well, because, I mean, you can see it's a huge billet, but keeping that flat is going to be a real issue.
Yeah, it's only got a 2.5mm wall thickness after we finished.
Blimey.
So it starts off at that thickness and ends in 2.5mm wall thickness. So a huge amount of machining.
Impressive stuff, that. Yep. So that's your milling. Now let's go and have a look at your turning.
Yep.
So Paul, a suite of lathes. This one I'm assuming is your largest?
Yeah, this is the Doosan Puma 400 long bed. So it's got a very large capacity. It's got an 18-inch chuck we can fit on it. It's got a total travel of 2 meters. Yep. So it can take some very big parts and also work with some very small parts.
Okay, so I think again, rather than going through complexity of the machine, because everybody knows what they're like and how good they are, let's see what you're testing it and making it do.
So this is one of the bigger parts that we put on the machine. So it's a very complex geometry on the inside, creating the thread form, and then very tight tolerances on the outside.
And a nice easy material by the look of it.
Yeah, so this is EN19, so straightforward, no big huge headaches. We do magnesium on this machine, but that does cause a few problems.
Yeah, got to be very careful with that. And what's this part here?
So this is the same, again, just a simple part that's done on the machine. Threaded geometry, doweled holes, but very tight tolerances.
Okay. And never a doubt on the Doosan?
No, Doosan does very great for us, keeps the tolerances, just bangs out the parts.
That's what you want. And what's this? One more final part?
This one's free-form geometry, just creating a nice rad all the way through, but also keeping a nice finish to the part without having to grind it.
Okay, and again, I'm assuming real tight tolerances.
Yeah, that's one thing we do focus on here is parts with tight tolerances.
Okay, so that's a great sort of showcase of what you're doing on your turning side. I reckon it's time to go look at the grinder.
Let's go look at the Studer.
So Paul, I hate to say piece of the jigsaw, but the grinding section. So you've got your manual machines, but this is your pièce de résistance Studer S31.
Yeah, that's right. Studer S31. This is the machine we're exceptionally proud of. It can hold very, very tight tolerances.
Right. 2 microns, I heard. Is that right?
Yeah, 2 microns on that, and on the rotational indexes within 1 arc second.
Impressive stuff. So you've got the grinders here. So this is doing your flat, but you can do the profiles and things.
Yeah, the good thing about this machine is it can profile as it's going along. So if you've got a change to make, it can redress itself and create a new profile on the wheel and carry on doing it.
Okay. And then you've got external grinding here, but on the other side, spins round.
Yeah, spins round and can does internal. You can do it on the one program, so you can, like this part here.
So, but that was, you beat me to the next question. Showcase some of your components.
Yeah. So this, we've ground the outside here with tight tolerances. This has got a 3 micron tolerance on it, and then it spins around, changes the wheel, and goes to the internal and does the finished grinding on the internal form.
Impressive stuff.
Then it has a mating part, which is this roller here, and nice form again. As you can see, there's one in the machine at the moment. This then will fit in there, so it needs to be precise geometry.
What impressive stuff, just showcasing what this, I mean, it is a fantastic machine.
Yeah, it's a fantastic machine, designed for volume work. With the Renishaw probing, just put the parts on, call up the program, and the Renishaw probe does its job.
Make it sound very simple.
Yep.
Now, so we looked at your milling, your turning, your grinding. You've also got inspection.
Yeah, the key thing to anything, we say it's accurate, now we've got to prove it.
Yep.
That's where the inspection comes in. We've got the CMM, we've got the Nikon vision systems, we've got the Marcon tracers, we've got an Opticom form scanner, and we've got the Tesa Scan for doing geometry. So we have a wide range of metrology equipment.
Okay, so basically any challenge, you're up to milling, turning, measurement, grinding.
Yep.
So total package. So quick summary then of PowerKut.
PowerKut, we're here, we provide a total solution from start to finish, from precision parts, from one-offs to high volume as well.
Brilliant. Paul, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Take care.